Hey guys, and welcome back. So today we're going to carry on with trying to get Byakuya to admit to trying to marry Yasuga. And yeah, I still don't know why they're against what's his face, but I I don't know. I guess I'm missing something. Anywho, let's get going. Yasuga, how do you know him?
左京も言っていたろう。
Hmm.
白の際以降、無人になっている死の土地を管理しているのが生死でね。
Okay.
というのは建前で、
Okay.
代理出産の承諾書を認可させるときに、僕が弱みを握っている軍のやつらをまとめて脅したんだ。左京はその交渉役を買って出た。
So you owe him a lot then. Okay.
今回はその仕返しかな。
Don't say that. You talked about being my...
まあそういうことでね。僕の口から話しても信じられないかなと思って。
This isn't about whether I would have believed you or not. I was so confused. I couldn't control the emotions that were surfacing now. Surprise, frustration, regret, sadness, and a strange sense of joy. Yeah, isn't this kind of what you want? I mean, what I want, so...
正直、夕別会から聞いた時には僕も驚いた。ただ、確かに奴なら考えそうではある。
So, does that mean you're going to be my husband?
動揺するよね。
No, it's not
い
upsetting.
きなりこんなことを聞いてしまったら。
I'm all for it. I could only nod in response. I don't get her. She was so calm about it that I was slightly irritated. Yasuga, how can you be so calm? I think it's a facade.
夕べは僕なりに取り乱したよ。
I mean, it's not like this is news to him. He already knew this. Really? Sure doesn't seem like he would have been.
やはり白の
Just
君
better
と
at hiding his emotions than you.
死の僕は朝からぬ因縁で結ばれているんだなと。
Mhm. The coldness in his voice and expression made me go tense.
今夜少し遠出しようか。
Okay. Huh?
門限はある？王のドーマ殿に殺されたくないから使いを出しておこう。
Where do you want to go? Is it far from here?
おそらく君が一番行きたい場所だよ。目立ちたくないか
The
ら
sea?
日が暮れるのを待って出よ
Oh, he's gonna show her where the mother of the sea where the what was it called? Mother of pearl? Where they like glows, it glows. Yasuga, the beach is up ahead. He didn't tell me where we were going, no matter how many times I asked. We're going to go look at the glowy stones. We left for the mystery location when night fell.
う。そうだね。向こうに
I
天
love
女島が
him.
見えてる。あそこの船をちょっと拝借しよ
You find a man like this, you never let him go. Just say. Huh? Yasuga, don't tell me you're going to take me to Tenyu Island. We can't get there.
う。でも朝帰りたいと泣いたじゃないか。
Well, yes, I do want to go back home, but no matter how close it is, it's impossible. Do you see those whirlpools and that large one there? Only Tsukuyomi can get past them.
それはね、彼のささやかな嘘だよ。幼い君が
It's a lie?
船に乗り込んで海に出ないように。
He unraveled a moor lining. Rope used to tie a boat to shore. Yeah, okay. Little lie? What do you mean? Did Tsukuyomi tell you that?
ひとまず行ってみようか。ダメなら引き返せばいいだけだし。
Yeah, because she was kidnapped from Tenyu Island, so people got there.
君が生まれ育った島に
And her mom and her
僕も
dad.
興味があるんだ。
So he had to have gotten there somehow. I can't think of a reason to stop him. I looked briefly at Tenyo Island before putting my hand on the edge of the boat. I mean, well... This seems oddly dangerous, but fun. Well, especially at night, but that's probably why they have to do it at night, because it's illegal. I know we're out here already, but please don't push yourself. If you think you can't get through, we can turn around like you said.
わかったよ。渦潮に着くまで退屈だろうから。また少し僕の昔話を聞いてくれる？
Yeah, because it's not a... Yasuga smiled as he continued rowing the boat.
あの白の際が起こった時、僕はちょうど関の次
Why
元
was he
殿のお屋敷でご厄介
Ingen?
になっていたんだ。あの方はまれびとだろ。薬に関する珍しい知恵もお持ちで、それを学びに出ていた。
Okay.
だから幼い僕は何も知らなかったんだ。姉が、父が、母が白に倒れたことを。
Yasuga's voice was quiet. For a moment, all I could hear was the sound of the waves and the oars.
僕は思うんだ。なぜすぐに
See, that whole
医
story
者
is
を呼ばなかったの
suspicious.
かって。白の恐ろしさは分かっていたはずなのに、なぜ外
They
に助けを
probably
呼ばな
did,
か
to
っ
be
たんだろ
perfectly
うっ
honest.
て。僕は今でもそれが信じられないんだよ。あの日、僕の目の前で死のすべては炎に包まれてしまった。汚れは炎によって清められるから。
He spoke in a calm and solemn tone. The waves that beat against the sides of the boat were louder than he was.
そして僕はあの黄泉に住まうものとなっ
I
た。
like Yomi.
つくよみは結局僕を食べなかった。占いやこの海の向こうの世界、一族ですら知らなかったような珍しい薬の調合、彼のおかげで今の僕がある。
Okay. Boys?
そう、向こうの島にいる。
Oh yeah, she wouldn't know what boys are. Except for Tsukiyomi. Huh? That's strange. I heard that somewhere before. The boat lurched just as I saw the edge of an old memory. We were much closer to whirlpools now. But what did he lie? Did he lie that ahead of us were giant whirlpools that twisted like dark, angry snakes? They surged and grew like mouths that wanted to swallow us whole. Yasuga, do you hear that? It's no use, and it's so dark out here. We should head back. Suddenly, something unexpected happened. Whirlpools are disappearing? Ah, they're an illusion. I wasn't just imagining things. The torrents that had been raging just a moment ago slowly subsided as we approached.
この渦潮は天女島を守るためにある。だから島の女を迎えるのだとつくよみ
Oh,
が教えてくれたよ。
because she's from the island. Okay, that I get it. Huh? So because she's from the island, she can go back. I sat stunned as my strength began to leave me. Oh, whirlpools had all but vanished now. Yeah, so she can come and go when she wants then. Unbelievable. Tsukuyomi never told me that before.
さっきも言ったろ。君を案じての優し
He
い
didn't want her
嘘だ
running
よ。
off to the island alone.
いくら海で育ったとはいえ、幼い女の子が一人船で漕ぎ出すのは危険だ。
I love you, Yasuga. Oh my gosh. Well, that makes sense, but... Boat slowly continued on its way. Back to the island I had been longing for. Mother, everyone. Seeing the beach come into view brought tears to my eyes. I felt that I might drop to my knees and weep the moment we landed.
さあ、着いたよ。
Aw. Couldn't hold them back anymore. Tears began to flow as the sight of the familiar structures covered in moss. I'm sorry, it's just that it's been so long.
僕しかいないし、
Aw,
気にせず好きなだけ泣いていいんだよ。
he's so
長い
sweet.
間離れていて、今夜やっとまたこうして戻ってこられたんだ。泣かない方がおかしい。
Aw, he's so sweet. I love him. Yasuga gently rubbed my back. Oh my gosh. Yes, finally a male lead who will actually like touch you when you're like comfort you when you're upset. But I don't want him to see me break down like this. It only took 10 years or so. All the structures and trees were completely covered with green moss. Yeah, nature reclaims real fast. Yeah, strangely enough, it didn't feel like it was in ruins. I think Ikimizu Spring should be up ahead. With Yasuga at my side to support me, I slowly walked atop the carpet of moss. It's probably the water there that purifies the Haku, because the Haku comes from the other spring. Finally. And the reason they didn't get sick is because they did the dance and like bathed in the water on the regular. I finally crumpled to my knees, seeing something I thought I'd never see again. Look at all those Iroha flowers. The flowers stretched out like the threads of a pure white cocoon, swayed bewitchingly in the night breeze nestled around the spring. Thin vines spread out across the place, twisted into knots and blending into the stone.
これは確かにすごいな。
I never imagined this place could look like this. The Iroha flowers have been blooming here for as long as I can remember, but I never thought there could ever be this many. It was as if they were protecting the now abandoned ground. Was it nostalgia that was making me feel this way?
確かに死に水の泉によく似てる。
Except it's... yeah. I cautiously reached out to scoop up the water into my hand. It's cold. I'm not dreaming any of this. I really am back on Tenyo Island.
このイロハ花はここにしか咲かないから、君のためにつくよみが摘みに来ていると聞いた。
Yeah. That's right. It's part of the ritual for me to wear one when I pray to Lady Amaterasu.
でも、舞台でない時もそうして飾っているよね。
I instinctively reached for the Iroha flower on my cap. Sorry, I said hat. I wonder if it's like a talisman. This flower is the only thing that connects me to this island. Looking at it encourages me. I guess it's just a part of me now. I picked a flower that was in bloom beside me. Maybe I'll need to ask Tsukuyomi to get them for me anymore if we can row past the whirlpools. Yasuga gently smiled and picked an Iroha flower as well. After twisting the stem gently in his fingertips for a moment, he delicately set it down on the surface of Ikimizu Spring.
君は満月の船の話は知っている？
Lunar Fairy? I don't think so.
満月の日、天狗島の男の家の前に一輪のイロハ花が置かれている。
Is this how they get their men?
月が昇る頃、それを持って島のどこかにある
this is how they get their men.
天女島に渡る船に乗ることができる。
So it is like the Gerudo women that go down to Hyrule Castle and get boyfriends. Then they leave. And they get babies. To take him here. How strange, I've never heard of that before. I wonder if it's similar to the moonlight shell legend you once told me
違
before.
う。月の船の話は決してただの言い伝えなんかじ
It's
ゃない。
how the women would get their men.
この天女島には女神アマテラスの呪いがあって、男は生まれないし
That's
住む
sad.
ことも許されない。
Well, yes.
だから天狗島から花婿となる男を連れてこなければならない。
But how do they assume? It was like being struck by lightning. I could only look at Yasuga without saying a word.
つくよみは本当に君に何も教え
No,
な
he
かったん
didn't.
だ。渦潮のことも月の船のことも。
Well, that's...
なぜ男がいないのに子が生まれるのか
Well, she had a dad.
考えたことはなかった？
Sperm donor. Whatever. Well, I was only 5 years old when I left this island, so I never really thought about it. I learned how babies were born after living on Tengu Island. Mother just told me that she found my father washed ashore. I thought he somehow made it through the whirlpools. So I figured it was the same for everyone else on the island. But Tsukuyomi did teach me a lot of things besides that. He taught me reading, arithmetic, and the world beyond the ocean. He read a lot of books to me, and he tended to me when I was hurt, and...
もう君には関係のない話だと思ったのかな。この島の女は誰もいなくなり、 月の船は途絶えてしまったから。
But how did they choose? Like, 'cause they still had to choose which guy would they wanted to marry, and her mom seemed to like her husband or father. I don't know.
現に君
Did
は
they get married or did
あ
they
の
just have
天狗島
babies?
で
I don't know.
花婿探しを始めたわけだし。
Yes. I guess you're right. An image came to mind. A boat floating atop the waves on the night of a full moon.
でもね、実はその話を僕に教えてくれたのはつくよみではないんだ。
Oh, it was in Jingen? Really? Then who? Oh. Ah! Ooh. Yasuga. Oh no, he's trying to hurt us. I thought it was fun times.
僕
Yasuga?
はずっとこの島に来てみたいと思っていた。
Okay.
来なければならないと思っていた。僕たち死の男が幼い頃から
Oh, is this what Daifuku was
繰り
talking
返し
about?
聞かされる話がある。
He said the men talked about this. Yasuga, what the? Please move.
天女島の女が我ら死の男を殺した。もし島に上がることが叶ったら報復するのだ。
What?
天女島の女には君にはそんな恐ろしい力があるんだろう。
So, the men of the purple had a grudge against the women on Tenyu Island? Yasuga knows. Don't. Oh, so he's talking about the power that hurts people that they have. Don't tell me that you brought me here tonight to kill me. The icy cold tip of his smoke pipe traced along my skin. No.
君は聞いたことがないの？仲間が
She didn't even know what a
死
dude
の
was.
男を殺した
Didn't know what
話。
guys were. No, never. Suddenly I felt incredibly sorry about my response. Whoa. But I can't deny that didn't happen. My voice sounded weak. It's true that my people possess the power of Batsu. Pressed the tip against my throat, sending a sharp jolt of pain through my body. Someone here killed a man from the purple. There was no way I could refute this accusation. Well, because she was 6. How would she freaking know? Probably true. After all, I did destroy Doma's hands.
白を残すことは確かに大切だ。だがお前は島の女は
Because they were all slaughtered somehow. I didn't really explain.
どうしようもなく愛した男としか
Oh.
結ばれることができない。心許さぬ男に触れられると
So that's what I'm saying. They had to find the guys they liked. They couldn't just send the ferry for any old person. I'm sorry. An apology spilled from my mouth.
君が殺めたわけではないのに。
Exactly. You're not the one who did
謝
it.
るの？
I don't know, maybe because you have the pipe, shoved in their windpipe. I know, I don't need to, but as a white clan member, it's just so weird saying just the color. I can't do it anymore. The more I said, the worse I felt. No, even if I apologize, that man won't come back to life. But excuses and apologies meant nothing now. A growing sense of hopelessness slowly silenced me.
今僕を殺さないの？
Yasuga.
その話が真実なら白の女は心許さぬ男に触れられると。
I mean, that's a pretty cool superpower. I'm not gonna lie, I would love that. Huh?
ならば君にこうして切
Oh my
っ
gosh,
先を押し当てる僕を
That's why he's doing
殺
it.
すべきではないの？
Can you stop doing this? Can you not cause a trauma for this poor girl who likes you? I looked up at him breathlessly. Me? Kill Yasuga? Well, she stopped his original plan with that spring of death down in the basement, so now he's going to a different plan. Sounded as though he was talking to someone else. There was a sorrow in his voice that I couldn't understand.
白の女なら 僕を殺してごらん。
Don't cause her that trauma, dude. Come on. His cold, sweet voice and the look in his eyes had me tremble. He was so close I could feel his breath. No, I won't. The pipe pressed my throat. The pipe against my throat twitched just a bit. I will never kill you.
絶対に。なぜ？
Is this gonna be a super awkward confession time? I love super awkward confessions.
僕は今
No, you're not.
君を殺そうとしているんだよ。
You're not trying to kill her. You're trying to get her to kill you.
絶対に殺さないの。
Trying to delete yourself from the world. And I am not living for that. That's an answer lay deep within my heart. But it was still too fragile and afraid to reveal itself.
それとも今夜ここで僕に殺されてもいいと。
Oh, she's so cute. Sorry, I know it's a terrible situation, but I really I really like the art for this scene. I know I know I shouldn't like it, but I do.
ならありがたい。僕は死の生き残りとして一族の男たちの怨恨をつい
Dude,
に
stop
晴らす
lying.
ことができる。
Now that I know what you're doing, stop lying. His words weakened my whole body. He too was the only survivor of his people. Not really, they said there's some left. Being looked over by the lavender people. The weight he carried on his back was one that I carried as well. Is it really your wish to kill me and have your revenge? No, it's not. The silver pipe against my neck twitched again.
その昔形のない神が
Yes, I know.
自らの霊玉を二つに分かち男と女を作った。
Mm-hmm.
それ以来人は魂の半身を失った状態で
And
生
he
まれる
can't
こと
search for
に
his anymore, so...
だが故に人はその半身に巡り合うと恋しさのあまり
I
片
know...
時も離れられなくなるという。
I mean, okay. Yasuga, why in the world was he saying that now? Instead of trying to push him away from me, I simply gazed up into his eyes.
知っての通り僕は死の咎を背負い後
Must be
輩
really
を
hard for
禁
him.
じられた身だ。だがそんな僕の前にもしも
There it is.
魂の半身が現れたら
That would be horrendous, honestly.
この僕を恋に狂わせるようなものが
I love this. I love this trope. I love the kind of crazy, obsessive trope. I would never date someone like that, but like, I love it in my stories.
僕はね思うんだ。禁じられたからと諦められる程度のものならそれは愛でも恋でもないだろうと。つくよみは本当にたくさんのことを僕に教えてくれた。石化の際が起きる前この天女島に住んでいた女の子のこととか。
Tsukuyomi was playing matchmaker before he even knew what was going on. Huh? What was he trying to say?
その子が虹を見てはしゃいだとか海蛇から泣いて逃げたとか一緒に船の上で昼寝をしたとか。
I swear Tsukuyomi is her dad. He's gotta be.
それは僕が聞かされていた白の女の姿とは
Tsukuyomi playing
全
matchmaker.
く違っていた。
See, when they make stories like this, it makes me really not. I've already said that it makes me really not want to do the other routes because I'm like, I don't want him to suffer. No.
島に上がった男を誘惑して無残に食らい尽くすようなそんな恐ろしい化け物にはとても思えなかった。
Is that what happens to the men? I'm always curious what happens to the men.
髪も肌も全てが真っ白いというのはどんな姿なんだろう。瞳は一体どのようにきらめくんだろう。そして彼女は僕に
Oh, she what? A soft light filled his eyes for a moment.
でもあっけなくそんな無双は終わった。石化の際が起きてしまったから。
I swear the Red Clan came over and like wiped her people out.
その子が王のドーマ殿に引き取られると聞いて 僕は勝手に絶望した。きっと地上に住む尊いお方になってしまって、黄泉になんて絶対に降りてこないだろう。もし何かの間違いで降りてきたとしても、黄泉に住まう僕などに目もくれないだろう。
I'm really enjoying this. Oh my gosh.
そう思っていたのに、楽しそうに手紙の配達なんて始めてしまった。
He was talking about me. Oh, girl, you are slow. Of course he's talking about you. I was the last of the white bloodline. The one taken in by Doma, the one delivering letters.
だからね、確かめてみたくなった。
Oh, I love him. Oh my gosh.
僕の魂の半身が
I think I picked my favorite route.
本当にこの世界にいるのか。
Ugh. I have a type and I can sniff them out, that's for sure. Aw. The hand gripping the smoke pipe loosens. Oh, aw. Aw. Oh. That's where he's going. Ooh. I was transfixed by the sight of his graceful, slender fingers unraveling my ribbon. Oh, dude's going for it. Holy crap. The next moment, my body went tense at the feeling of his lips on my neck. Woo! Stop, Yasuga.
やめたくない。
When someone tells you to stop, you stop. But I'm gonna enjoy the fictional story. Okay. Next was my skirt. Dude, you need to calm yourself. His fingers lifted it up gently, caressing my thigh up to my hip. Stop, let me go.
離れたくない。
You need to stop, Yasuga. Don't make me regret picking you. I was powerless with fear, unable to move.
後輩のやり方は知ってる。
I would hope she does. My hip rose naturally as he gently nibbled my ear. Overwhelming my desire to escape him was the lustful flame that burned inside me. Holy cow, here comes the mature part, guys.
ここなら本当に僕たち二人きりだよ。 密告される心配はない。
I mean, I'm kind of torn, but
例えば後輩を禁じられた僕が君を抱いても誰にも見つからない。
Don't leave it, Hickey. People will see it. He sucked hard on my neck, making me gasp. His palm pressed against my thigh. Spread my legs apart. Dude, you need to calm yourself. No.
嫌なら僕を殺すんだね。
Okay, this boy is pushing the line. I know he wants her to kill him, but like, calm down.
悪なんだろ。君を汚そうとする憎い男を早く消さないと。
Okay. Enough hearts. He pushed himself between my widely open legs. Just thinking of the kind of position I was in made it hard for me to breathe.
悪が持つ罰の力は愚かな男から汚されぬよう身を守るためにある。
He is really trying to get her to use
そう聞いてるよ。
Batsu on him. He needs to stop. Stop, Yasuga. No. The tip of his tongue traced the edge of my collarbone. My hips quivered again. I was so embarrassed and ashamed, but my body was accepting his weight against me.
それとも
No, don't go that route,
もっとひどいことを
dude.
されないと
Don't you dare go that route.
ダメなの。
Don't cause more trauma, please. I'm begging you. His fingers itched up my thigh again. No, please wait. Mustered a feeble attempt to protest, but I was so overcome by emotion that the rest of my strength left me.
どきたくないと言いたいところなんだけど。
Stop trying to make yourself the bad guy, dude. Suddenly, I no longer felt the weight of his body against me. I knew he was gonna stop because he wasn't gonna actually do anything. He just really wanted her to use Batsu on him. But don't traumatize our girl.
これで自分の立場が分かった。
What the crap, dude. Seriously. No. Yasuga?
あの男が言ってたろ。僕が断れば王力の慰を使うと。
Oh, I get it.
それはこういう意味だよ。
The man I had only known by name. Suddenly, an image of me being touched by this faceless man appeared in my mind. No. This far different kind of fear than the one I experienced just a moment ago. There was no excitement, no affection. This new idea was so frighteningly unpleasant that it made my stomach churn.
僕があの男を左京を消すよ。
Don't kill anyone, dude. I'll just marry Yasuga. He said it without any reservation. Okay.
だから片腕一本へし折って手形を目の前で燃やしてやった。
No. Okay, so I understand now why he doesn't like whatever, but just agree to marry her then. I mean, she needs to speak up for herself, but it was even more ruthless than before, but somehow strangely beautiful. I knew how foolish it was of me to fall for him even more. Yeah, that
奴
was...
が生きている限り君を研究しようとするだろうから。
Yeah. What do you mean by do away with?
言葉通りだよ。この世界からいなくなっ
Is
て
he
も
gonna push him in the spring down in the basement? Wait, don't do that. Yasuga looked at me with cold eyes.
愛してもいない男と交配をさせられ、産んだ子ともども食い物にされてもいいと。
No. I couldn't respond. I just don't understand what they're talking about because last time he just wanted blood. Does that mean he wants more than just her blood? I don't... And forcing a guy that she doesn't like on her, yes, I get that. That would be terrible, 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 but I don't know why he's against marrying her. I know he wants to marry her. Of course I don't want that to happen. But is that any reason to kill someone?
甘い感情は忘れた方がいいよ。
I just need to let it play out and maybe my brain will connect the puzzle pieces. Hopefully. He chuckled as if he knew what I was thinking.
そんな情けは君のためにならない。
Bleeding hearts will get you killed a lot of the time, so you gotta be careful. He said it so naturally.
僕はね、
Doesn't mean be a terrible
おそらく
person, just
君とい
be
う女性
cautious.
に執着している。
Don't be overly... Hi. Don't be overly... Don't be a doormat, essentially.
他の男が君を抱くのが
Then
許
you
せない
marry
く
her.
らい
Oh my gosh, it's like beating my head against a freaking brick wall. Just marry each other. Oh my gosh. Yasuga. I wasn't sure what expression I should have on my face. Especially after what he did just a moment ago. I'd be, well, a little bit more than flustered.
慰が君に触れるのかと思うだけで、奴を殺してもいいかなとは思う。
Huh?
ただ、その感情が一体何なのか、もしかしたら僕は単にこの手で
You
君を怪我したいだけかもしれない。
think of yourself as a bad person? Is that why you think of this? It just means you like her?
同胞を殺した白の女の末裔を。 君は天狗党の死
What
を
were you,
決
like
めが
9? Like,
尊く美しく、誰よりもまばゆい存在。黄泉に太陽の光は差さない。真っ白なものなんて何もない。だから、この世界で誰よりも眩しい君を
did you think of yourself in such a negative light?
地の底を深く引きずり落としたいだけかもしれない。
I don't know.
そんな醜い感情が果たして愛だろうか。
I didn't myself know love enough to answer his question. I was sure even the dictionaries in the library at the manor wouldn't contain the words I was looking for.
白の女に死を。
Huh?
白の女は陰奔で残虐な化け物なのだから、情けなどかけてはならない。死の男たちは口々にそう言った。でも君はあの死に水の泉で 僕を生かそうと
Can't
した。
group everyone into a lump like that because people are individuals and a lot of people think for themselves. They have different opinions on things. Doesn't mean they're necessarily going to agree with everyone just because they're anyway.
そして今夜絶対に僕を殺さないと泣きそうな顔で口にする。白のくせに
She's the only one you
だ
met.
いぶ優しい。
She is the only one you have met, sir. I won't kill you. I spoke before I even realized it. Because I decided to never use my powers on anyone again, and
それに
never mind. Because I have feelings for you. I couldn't say that to him. Oh my gosh, so much would be fixed if he just did. He wouldn't be going through this. You wouldn't be going through this. Just tell him. Oh my god. Because he's freaking out because he doesn't think that he has a shot. Because of his whole situation. I was afraid that if I told him, he would take me completely, body and soul. I mean, I don't blame her after what just happened, but I can say this. I want you to live.
そう
Just giving mixed signals left and right, guys. The corners of his lips raised slightly. But I couldn't tell whether it was a smile or not.
ならひとまず死と白の因縁については休戦としよ
Okie dokie.
う。代わりと言ってはなんだけど僕と取引しないか。
Yes?
僕を夫に選んでほしい。左京を油断させるために。
Deal! I was gonna make her do that anyway.
その見返りに僕は君を守りあの男を消す。
Wait, I told you already that I don't want you to kill him.
奴のことを何も知らないからだよ。
I still don't. I need to know why he's such a terrible person. His eyes. The memory was still fresh in my mind. They were the same hate-filled eyes from when he gazed into Shinimizu's spring.
左京のことは驚いたと思う。でもこれは君だけの問題ではないんだ。おそらく彼のもう一つの目論見は僕を消すことだろうから。
Yasuga. Once more, he was able to say such a horrible thought so casually. Woo! Okay.
僕は軍の上層部の州分をいくつも
I'm
握
into
ってい
it.
て彼にとっては
I always like the gangster
この
types.
上なく
So.
邪魔な存在だ。
Yakuza types.
君に子を産ませた後
Tsunderes.
何らかの形で僕を消す。頼るものを失った君や子を
That's okay.
存分に研究できる。
So he will want to take her in as a lab rat and lock her away.
いや、もしかしたら僕は生かされてはいるかな。
Oh.
僕の命を盾に君を脅迫できるように。
Okay, this makes more sense why he doesn't like him then.
それともやはり僕を消して新しく他の色の男と婚姻を結ばせようとするだろうか。言い伝えでは白の女は白しか産まない。それを確かめるた
Ew.
め
That's
に
gross.
全部の色相の男と
That's
婚
very
姻を
gross.
結
I don't
ぶ
like
ことに
that.
なるかもね。
Stop.
あ
Please.
の男はそれくらいするよ。
Okay, but you don't. Okay.
それくらい天女島の白は謎が多い。君は不本意だったかもしれないけど今までローマ殿の屋敷に引きこもっていて正解だったと思う。でも君は夫を探すためにあそこから出た。赤座からしてみれば誠意だったと思うけど左京にとってはまたとない好機だ。18を迎えた君は荒廃して子を産むことができるからね。そして僕は栄えある一番目の夫に。
He swirled my ribbon around his finger and gave it a kiss. The mere gesture sent a sweet shiver through my body. If all this is true, then you don't need to be my husband and risk danger.
なら君は他の男に抱かれてもいい。
Oh, there's that jealousy again. I bit my lip a little. Just 2 weeks ago, when I was completely isolated at the manor, I would have laughed at those words.
あんたは最後の白なんだろう。
I want to hear
こんなと
the
ころで
crazy lady.
油を売っていないで、早く男とつがって。
Ugh. People like that. Sorry. But I couldn't laugh it off now. Yeah, too much has happened. What happened back in Yomi came back to me.
誇りを傷つけられたままでいいと君自身やいずれ生まれるであろう。
Alright, let's off the doctor, I
守れ
guess.
なく
Those words jogged my memory.
君が子を産み新しい白が増えたら長になるわけだし。
I made up my mind back then. Bear children of the White Clan to lead and protect them. Well, of course I want to protect them. After answering in a shaky voice, I realized that I still didn't have a firm vision of the future yet. My child. Someone else of the White Clan blood besides me.
大丈夫。
I'm gonna laugh if she has purple kids.
君は何もしなくていい。ただ僕を愛するふりさえしてくれれば。
That's not gonna be a problem. Well, but
君は嘘が全くつけないから人を欺くことに向いてない。
dude, you haven't picked up if she likes you,
手
so
を汚すようなことは全て僕がやる。この世界の醜いことを全て引き受けるために。 僕は
he said it without a shred of hesitation. That was who he was. I was again overwhelmed and saddened at the same time. This world was responsible for making Yasuga such a horrible things. Ugh. All the unsightly matters. Sorrow, joy, frustration. My emotions were too much to handle anymore.
君の夫となる男を作りたいという彼の考えは間違っていない。島の皆から崇められ恐れられる君だ。どこの馬の骨とも知れない男の子を産んだりしたら外し云々の問題も出てくる。仮にも読式で決しても惜しくない花婿としては僕が素晴らしく適役だろ。
Okay, you need to stop it.
ただ
Exactly.
逆にもし僕と恋仲夫になんて瓦版が出たら君に恋する純朴な青年は恋破れたと嘆き悲しんで遠ざかってしまうだろうね。
I almost told him there was no such person, girl. I can tell you at least 4 other dudes who would be gladly marrying her. But I had a meager sense of dignity remaining, and a feeling that if I answered that way, it would be taken as acceptance of his proposal. Just assuming, my voice shook with embarrassment. Assuming an article came about your becoming my husband, and assuming you got rid of him, then what?
まだわからない。さっきの言葉は何一つ撤回しないよ。抱こうと思えば
Okay,
僕は今この場で
stop.
君を抱ける。
Stop.
ただ君がまだそこまで僕を愛してはいないことも分かってる。
Huh? I heard a gasp of amusement coming from somewhere. But I realized it was my own voice.
だからこの取引は僕たちのこれからを確かめるためでもあるんだ。君は僕を今夜殺さない程度には執着してくれているらしい。
He did not kill you.
だから君が本当に僕を愛してくれるのか、僕が君を愛しているのか。
Okay.
もし僕に魂の半身と
Dude,
いう
you've
女
been in
性
love with
が
her
いる
since
の
you were
な
a
ら
kid, dude.
それは
That feeling inside me was still fragile and scared. Strangely enough, it burned again with heat. Strong enough to feel the desire to kiss him now. If he could only touch me. Girl! To think that I only realized it now.
まあとにかく
Yeah,
こ
I'm
れ以
not
上の
no.
無理強いはしないよ。合意がなければただの強姦だし
Yes.
恋愛は一方通行じゃ成立しないだろ。
He spoke calmly without even a twitch of his brows. I can't tell if he's serious or indecisive, of if he's simply playing with my feelings.
君を守ると言ったじゃないか。だから意志は最大限尊重するよ。
But he just untied my ribbon a while ago. I thought that to myself, but I was too embarrassed to say it out loud. Like, dude. Okay. I understand what you're telling me, but as far as becoming my husband goes, I can't give you my answer now.
そう。
I could. I'm not trying to defend that Sakio person or anything, but it could be love that I felt for Yasuga. Even so, I couldn't entrust myself to him yet. He still concealed himself from me even now. So much has happened, I don't think I can take any more now. I'd like to speak to you again later after I've taken some time to calm down.
確かにそれはあるか。
I would be in a boat alone together for who knows how long. And promise me this. Never take the ribbon off my blouse again without my permission.
わかった。約束する。勝手にリボンをほどかない。
I nodded repeatedly in response.
ではそろそろ天狗島に帰ろう。
Don't give her trauma to
この島に眠るという女神アマテラス様に呪い殺される前に。
Okay. The women thing, how okay, so they have to like the guy in order to have children. But how do they get to know him if he dies on the island? Like, does he live on the island until they conceive and then they kill him? Like, what? I don't get it. I have questions. I'm back, Daifuku.
Kiki.
Yes, I am. I went to Tenyo Island tonight.
Kiki?
Yeah, exactly. It isn't set in stone yet, but I think Yasuga is going to be my husband for some time.
Kiki.
He's like, what? No. It seems like long ago, someone on Tenyo Island killed a man from the purple.
Kiki?
Oh, May. I love him. Daifuku was squeaking intensely at me. I must have made him so worried. I still love that.
サホが虹を見てはしゃいだ
Looks
とか、
such a great scene.
海蛇から泣いて逃げたとか、一緒に船の上で昼寝をしたとか。
Tsukiyomi been playing the freaking matchmaker, man, even when she was a child.
髪も肌もすべてが真っ白いというのはどんな姿なんだろう。
I still love him. I do. There are so many things in this world that I still don't know about.
そして彼女は僕に。
I don't know what he was thinking right there. Huh, come to think of it, what was he about to say? That's what I want to know. Maybe I simply misheard him on everything else that was going on. With everything else. I don't know why I add words. I'm sorry. So much had happened. My mind and heart were at their limit. I somehow managed to change my clothes before collapsing onto my bed in exhaustion. Yeah, I'd be exhausted too. Oh my gosh. The stress. No. Off to Yomi. I'm not sure how I should approach Yasuga if I see him today. After a night of deep sleep, I woke up this morning feeling much calmer. But the calmer I got, Yasuga, my husband. Regardless of the reason, my husband. No, it's just to fool Sakio, but my husband? I let out a deep sigh and looked out at Tenyo Island. It wasn't just a dream I had, was it? I don't know, at least she's not saying it was a nightmare. I mean, as I stood blushing outside on the balcony, I heard Chigaya calling me.
Olympia 様、緑のセリカという女性から文と言伝が届いております。
Who? Oh, the mom. All right, the mom. Ah, it's probably her reply. The mother, right. Is it the mother? As expected, it was a letter from Sarika to be delivered to Yomogi. Given the thickness of the envelope, it was clear she had much to say. It gotta be the mom, then. With the... As I made my way to Kunado, I suddenly thought to walk to the beach first. Not that staring at Tenyo Island is going to change anything. We're seeing a lot of this scene.
もしも
Must be driving him
魂
nuts.
の半身が現れたら
Driving him nuts. Lady Amaterasu? There really is a soulmate for me in this world, then.
やあ、今日も天女島がよく見えるね。
I don't like the three leaders. There's something off with them. Lord Jinken, good morning.
どうだい？また何か新しいものは見つかったかい？
Does the red have cursed blood? So there's gotta be something more to that, I think. I don't know. There's a lot of holes in the story, and I think that's why you have to do a lot of the other routes, because it'll fill in the holes. But right now I have a lot of questions. No, I only just arrived a moment ago. How about you, Lord Jingen?
私もこのところ何も見つけられていない。お互いの健闘を祈ろう。
He seems like a nice old man, but I've watched enough anime to know that the nice old man can be some crazy psycho too. So, yes. We'll see. A gentle wave rolled in, sending white foam over the sand.
そういえば、婿探しの調子はどうだい？
I found him. I found him a long time ago.
おや、その顔から察するに婿となるものを見つけたらしい。
When you're pale of the blushes, you can't hide them. Not at all. Well, not really. I looked at Tenyu Island as if seeking help. I can trust Lord Jing. No. I don't trust him. No. Bring it up subtly. Lord Jingen, hypothetically speaking. Really strictly hypothetically speaking. If I were to say I wanted to marry Yasuga from Yomi, what would that be possible? They literally said you could marry anyone you wanted to. Hypothetically, I'm only curious.
確かに興味深いな。
He's like, yeah, right. Hypothetically, uh-huh.
そなたという白の娘はどの色の男も
Yeah,
選
literally,
ぶ権
they
利がある。
told you you could marry any man you want. As long as he is of marriageable age. Any man. And he's single. I don't think they'd let her marry a married man.
対して彼は生涯どの色の女も選べ
Don't I trump that, though?
どちらが強いのだろ
Me. I see what you mean. But hypothetically speaking,
う。どちらが強いのか私もぜひ知りたい。
I think her bloodline is more important than their... Because he wouldn't have purple, and that's the whole thing. You just can't have purple children.
だが一つ確かに言えることがある。私はそなたに幸せになってほしい。
Those giant beads would probably be very obnoxious. Sorry. On a different note. Lord Jingen. They're probably heavy too. Oh my gosh. I would get choked by those things if they fall backwards down your back. His eyes are always gentle and kind. I feel like he's a psycho deep down. I don't want to be right, but I feel like I am. He was completely the opposite of Doma because, our cutie patootie, young 17-year-old option kid, is scared of Jingen. I could probably look up Jingen. He was completely the opposite of Doma, both as an outsider and a leader. I'm
だ
gonna
がも
look
し
up
仮に
Jingen. I'm gonna see if he's like
そ
an
なたが
actual
ヨスガを
historical
夫に
person.
と願うのであれば審問は避けられぬであろうな。
Yeah. Okay. I don't think if he's a real person, I don't know. I don't know. Sorry. I got sidetracked. My body went tense.
その覚悟だけはしておきなさい。
Understood. Fortunately, I couldn't figure out if he meant to encourage me or to discourage me.
では、イシャナ店で会おう。
He's not the Lupin the Third character. I know that much. Lord Jigen? Oh. Bye. That was okay. Lord Jigen gave me a gentle smile and walked back to the wharf. Hilo ditched me. Alright. He wasn't reprimanding me, right? I don't care. Of course. Not exactly looking forward to standing trial at court, especially considering Yasuga's position. Waves washed over my feet as I stood there in silence. Oh, that's so cute. I noticed a seashell that had just washed ashore onto the wet sand. The milky white seashell was covered in what looked like a plaid pattern. Seashell? What was that? The thought popped like a bubble, disappearing in an instant. I must be imagining things. I carefully placed the shell inside my bag and went to Yomi. We're all seeing things. Ah, Yasuga was leaning against the letterbox. Ah, he's waiting for us. He was not gonna let her ditch him this time. He had been waiting for me to come.
いや、そろそろ来る頃かなと思ってた。
So cute. I wanted to check what's inside, so do you mind?
君のことだから、きっと僕にどう接していいかわからなくて困っているに違いないと思って。
Yes.
だからこうして待ち伏せしてみたよ。
Let me check the box.
仮にも未来の夫から目を背けなくても。
I can't not like him. I'm sorry. Stop. You're playing with me, aren't you?
未来の妻に挨拶をしようと思っただけなのに。
So cute. Oh, he's so cute. I love him. Just so you know, I haven't decided to accept your offer yet.
そうなんだ。残念。
I love him. 2 letters were in the box, including the letter I got from Sirika. That made it 3, which was plenty enough for me.
一夜明けて少しは落ち着いた。
Yes. Somehow.
君の時間があるときにまた少し話そう。午後に戻ってこられる？
Yes. I put the letters in my bag and turned to leave.
オランピア様、
Oh, hi.
おはようございます。
What a coincidence. I just received a letter from Miss Sirika this morning. Good morning. Did you come by to drop off a letter?
あ、はい。ですが、その前に。
She carefully brought out something from her bag that was wrapped in paper.
拙いもので恥ずかしいのですが、手紙を届けてくださるお礼です。よかったら使ってください。
What is it? Why, it's so cute. A handkerchief. An incredibly beautiful handkerchief. It was delicately pink with an aroa flower carefully embroidered on it in pure white thread. It's pretty.
私、何度もオランピア様の舞台を見たことがあるんです。そのお花、とても美しくて好きです。
Did he watch her performance? He never really said whether he did or not. Really? I'm glad to hear that. Although I was embarrassed, the words that left my mouth were my honest feelings. I think it had only been 2 weeks since I was a silent doll. It should be closer to 3 by this point. Are you sure I can have such a wonderful handkerchief like this? I wanted to repay her. You are delivering letters to her mother that she couldn't do otherwise, but I wasn't sure how.
もちろんです。
It's
そ
because
のために刺繍したんですもの。
she's repaying you for delivering letters. Thank you. I'll take good care of it.
それと、
Hmm?
また母に届けていただいてもいいでしょうか。
No, she responded.
返事もまだなのに、つい。
I glanced at my bag. Actually, I just received a letter from your mother this morning. It's right here in my bag, and I would love to give it to you now if I could. I know there isn't anything bad written in it, but I still need to get it inspected first.
大丈夫です。母からの手紙があると思うと、今日一日励みになりますし。
This girl's doing it all wrong. She should have gone to get it inspected to deliver, and then gone back up, and then had it inspected. The ones going out being inspected. I'll be back as soon as I can. We'll also make sure your letter gets delivered to her safely, because she has to come back now. Somebody on new trips that she doesn't need to.
よろしくお願いいたします。では、失礼します。
Bye, Yomogi. Smiled and walked away.
素敵な贈り物だ。
Yes, I was very surprised. It seems like such a waste to put it to use. It seems like such a waste to put it to use. Oh, she means use it. Okay. It's very pretty. I unfolded the handkerchief again. The flower embroidery was so beautiful and well done that the petals appeared real. It's cute. I've never actually received a gift from anyone before.
そうなの？
He gave you candy. Let's do something for her in return, but I'm not sure what would work. Is there anything in particular that everyone gives as a gift to show their appreciation?
まずは受け取るだけにしておいたら。彼女は手紙のお礼だと言った
Yeah, I
わ
was
けだ
like,
し。
this is her gratitude for you delivering letters. You're already doing something for her. Really?
これからも手紙を届けることが
Yes.
一番のお返しだと思う。
Continue the letter delivery. Really?
この前、僕も言ったじゃないか。彼らの思いを届けてくれてありがとうって。君は自分が始めたことの偉大さを
People literally
理
couldn't
解
talk to their
していない
family.
ね。
Embarrassed, I simply nodded in response. I'll do my best. I consider this a very important role after all.
数年後にはこの箱に入りきらないくらい手紙が集まったらどうする？
I will hire workers. I can only pray that day will come. Our conversation was so calm and peaceful that last night seemed to not have happened at all. I wanted to deliver the letters, but I also wanted our conversation to continue. As I carefully tucked the folded handkerchief into my bag, a certain thought slipped from my mouth. I can't believe a person like that would commit a crime. I know what you're thinking. I shouldn't judge a person by their appearance. Appearances, no matter how kind or earnest they are, right?
完全に冤罪だよ。
Oh. Yasuga's cold eyes narrowed.
妻子のある男が
Hmm.
よもぎに興味を持った。口説いたが当然断られる。悔しさのあまり、あのよもぎが自分を誘惑したと訴えた。
Then she's done nothing wrong.
男が彼女より上位である
Yeah.
王だった。
Welcome to how society
色相
still
とは
is.
そういうものだ。
Except we have it as, you know, wealthy people getting away with shit. Ugh, society always has this crap going on. Are you serious?
ただ、彼女は運が良かったと思うよ。
Yeah, she's lucky they didn't kill her.
本当に貫通なら即死罪だ。審問で赤座が頑張ったんじゃないかな。
Aw, I do like Akaza. I didn't like him at first, but I've grown to like him a lot.
違う違う、審問の立ち会いだ。それも俺たちの仕事のうちだからな。
This world was cruel. Is cruel. I never knew it until I came here.
でもこの世界はよくできてる。
Ah,
その
karma.
男は白で命を
I
落
love
と
it.
したと聞いた。
Good.
やはり悪人は
Can
報い
Jingen,
を受けるものなんだね。
can the Red Clan like use Haku, like the higher ranking ones? At times like these, he was so terribly beautiful that it made me shiver. It was like a flower blooming with hatred. I love it.
まあこの読みではありふれた話なんだよ。こんなものはね。
I want to learn more. I want to learn more. I kind of figured. There is still a lot I don't know, so please don't hold back any information.
君は僕の期待を
Yeah,
裏切
I
ら
kind
な
of
い
figured
ね。
you'd like that. Do you know what Kuroba said? He said I'm like some magnet that pulls trouble towards me. I mean, it's true.
初耳だ。
His uncharacteristically hearty laugh made my heart throb. Ooh. I need to learn more about this island so I can find more things to do. Ah.
あ、
My
い
girl,
た
Camellia.
いた。様、なんだか釜の火の調子が悪いみたいです。見てください。
Oh my. Oh my, I better let you go.
また午後にね。ゆっくりと愛を
I love
深
him.
め合おう。
Love him so much.
いってらっしゃい。
He's teasing me, isn't he? Of course he is. It's funny. I find it funny too. Alright, let's go deliver some letters. After leaving Yomi, I went straight to the Kotowari to have the letters inspected. Going to
あなたは
see
この天秤島に
Akaza.
住む男性たち
Akaza.
の中から自由に選んでいただいて構いません。
Yes, I have heard this a million times, but she doesn't seem to get it. Pick him. Pick him. Should I tell him about the relationship between me and Yasuga? It still seems too soon. I haven't even agreed to his proposal. Yes, you have. You're thinking about it, you have. Besides that,
天女島の女のくせに小ざ
Katsuyana Yamaza. I'm sure Akaza knows about that old lady. You gonna talk about the old lady? I don't freaking care about the old lady. It was like a side mission I want to ignore. I handed over my letters to him as usual. And as usual, he read them without any expression. I'm an invisible magnet. So what harm is there in asking? Mr. Director, I need to ask you something. His brow twitched a bit. Found an old lady in Yomi by the name of Katsuyama. He's like, oh, it's that lady. Don't worry, nothing bad happens.
一体何がきっかけで知り合いに？
I didn't befriend her, I just met her. I didn't befriend her exactly. My friend Matsuhana was being threatened by a man from the blue. And well, things just happened.
いろいろとですか。
She talked at me. I'm not trying to blame the old lady for anything. I just want to know more about her. It's not that I blame the old hag for being a bitch, but... You manage the color class system here, right? Is it really worth so much effort just to preserve the colors?
難しい質問です。
Not really. I could tell by his eyes that he was serious. At the very least, he didn't give any indication that he would dismiss my concerns.
エビスローで俺があなたに言ったことを覚えていますか？この島の古いしきたりは
Yeah, the
限
inbreeding
界を
is
迎え
like,
ていると。
yeah, they're not having kids.
色を守るための交配でしたが、
Yeah, but when you're not having
交
children.
配そのものも見直すべきではと俺やクロバは考えています。
Yeah.
この島ができた頃のはるか昔ならいざ知らず、今は医療もかなり進化しました。古い考えではこの島は先細るばかりです。幸運にもヨスガが同じ考えだったのです。
I quietly held my breath.
承諾書の話も聞いていますか？
Yes. Yeah.
あれはヨスガが提案したもので、僕が全部やるから断りは許可だけくれればいいと。
Of course he did.
この世界の醜いことを全て引き受けるために。
彼は軍の上層部の醜聞をいくつも握っていて、要するに
He learned
脅
things.
迫したわ
Yeah.
けですが、
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's blackmailing him. I heard that too.
まあ俺もささやかに後押ししました。
I thought the Kotowari was about being fair. Have you met this man?
なかなか綺麗事だけでは片付かないものもありまして。
You really did have a point. Yeah, you gotta play dirty sometimes. Oops. I just assumed you did what you had to do then.
その時になぜそんなことをするのかと聞きました。皮肉のつもりではなかったのですが、読みを愛しているのかと
And then,
彼は答えたのです。ここが自分の死に場所だと思っていると。
our man, so yeah, negative. I wondered what he meant by that.
ただ俺はやはり上で育ったものですから、つい考えてしまう。自分が生まれ育った地に帰りたくはないのかと。
やはり天女島に帰りたい。
決してヨスガが信用できないという意味ではないのです。彼から聞いていますか？ヨスガは幼い頃、 関まで医学の知恵を学びに来ていました。読みに下ったとはいえ、それで俺たちの縁が途切れたとは思っていません。ただ俺は彼の胸中を想像するしかできない。
Sorry, I'm just really into this story. I'm kind of just in the zone. I thought for a moment before speaking. I think Yasuga really loves Yomi. Not that I know Yasuga very well at all.
なら
I mean, I'm just asking for a friend, isn't it? You know, it's not that like
帰る場所のある俺が
girl
言うこ
just
とではない。
admit you like him. He didn't sound arrogant to me. I felt that this was one of the reasons why Akaza was so trusted. Ah, he's come a long way in our minds and hearts. I quite like Akaza now.
お姉さん
Hi, Tokisada. Tokisada's afraid of Jingen.
最近
Hi,
ゆうやと
sweetheart.
すれ違いばかりだね。
You
元気そう
looking
でよかった。
very prim and proper today. Same to you, Tokisada.
今は配達の途中？
Yes, I'm going to the Green District shortly.
そうなんだ。
Isn't
僕はちょうど
Jade
これ
green,
からゆうや
technically?
だよ。またすれ違いだね。残念。
My eyes fell upon Tokisada's color ribbon. I know, maybe Tokisada can tell me. Say? Okay. I was just thinking about Jade too. Hey. Thoughts. Our brains are connecting. Say, Tokisada, do you know a person by the name of Nagusa of the Jade?
Eh?
Oh, he doesn't like that name. Why is he so surprised?
いきなりどうしたの？ナグサ
Oh,
と
this
何か
dude
あっ
is
た？
not good news. No, nothing. It's just that one of the customers at the bathhouse suggested him as a candidate to be my husband.
え？花婿さんはヨスガじゃないの？
Why does everyone think I'm gonna marry Yasuga? Huh?
カメリアがそう言ってたからてっきりそうだと。
Oh, I love Camellia. Oh, well, as I stood there confused, Tokisada suddenly pulled me by the hands.
お姉さん、ちょっと隠れて。
Tokisada, what's wrong? Do I get to meet the Jade, see the Jade guy? I'm kind of curious. Before I could ask any further, Tokisada pulled me behind a nearby tree.
ほら、あそこを歩いている若草色の髪の
I need
彼
Jade.
がナグサだよ。
Let's see what he looks like. Oh, he's that guy. I could have made him a little bit more blue. I guess Jade comes in different colors. See, so he's Nagusa of Jade. He looks like he would... I don't know. He has like sharp eyes. The one called Nagusa was boarding a carriage a short distance away. Hey, she's using the word carriage now.
ああ、よかった。見つからなくて。
Is he gonna kidnap me? Tokisada, what do you mean by that?
お姉さんの花婿さんはヨスガがいい。
Oh, okay. Tokisada, why don't we drop that subject?
いや、別にね。ナグサが極悪人だとは言わないよ。同じ
Um,
毒式同士でいろいろお世話になってるし。
it sounds like there's something wrong with him, though.
ただ、僕はヨスガのことが好きだから、
あ
お姉さんと結ばれてほしい。
Thank you, but I'm
なんなら
confused too.
僕でもいい。
What? Okay, Toki.
だって、この島の知らない女性よりお姉さんがいいよ。
Then meet girls, dude. Meet people. Wait, Tokisada, you're 17. Aren't you? I thought you couldn't marry yet.
とにかく、ナグサより
It's
はヨ
because
ス
he's
ガ。
probably
絶
17
対にヨス
forever.
ガ。
Probably not 17 if he's an outsider who's been living here forever, so he's never going to age up. He's probably like 5,000 years old, realistically. I'll think about it. I should get going. That's why I was like, okay, so I looked him up, and he is a real historical person in Japan. That's why I thought Jingen might have been a historical person from Japan, but I can't find anything on him. I don't know. Unable to bear the embarrassment any longer, I quickly took my leave. I need to look up all these characters. Main ones.
同じ日に
The
あの子から
outsiders.
の手紙が届くなん
Or
て
maybe it's I don't know. I was surprised too. It looks like she was waiting for your reply.
この間の手紙は何度も何度も読み返しました 体を壊しているとかそんなこともなく、
I love these houses. They're so cool.
どのような辛い目に遭ってるかと思っていたものですから。
You know, where I live, we kind of have cabins that look like this. They don't have the same type of roofing, obviously, but we have these triangular shaped homes as well. They're very cool. They're very interesting. Sarika wiped the tears from her eyes.
これもすべてシュラ様のおかげです。
Shura. Huh? Couldn't hide my surprise from hearing the unexpected name. Oh, if you don't mind my asking, what do you mean by that?
絶対に処刑されるものだと諦めていたのですが、
Oh.
シュラ様が熱心に取りなしてくださったのです。
Okay. Oh.
ここだけの話にしていただきたいのですが、
Of course, I won't tell anyone.
あの男には以前から嫌な噂がありました。公にならないだけで、他にもおそらく。
A man whose face I did not know. A man who was making me angry beyond belief.
罪そのものを帳消しにすることは難しいけれど、あなたは決して悪くないと。
I see.
私は親として情けないです。
Sorry. I touched the thing. And you stopped messing with it.
もうよもぎとは会えない。だからもう死んだのだと思い込もうとしていました。でもこうして手紙で言葉を交わすことができる。諦め
I brought out the special gift I received this morning. I got this from Yomogi this morning. It was her way of saying thanks to me.
Ah.
The embroidery is so beautiful.
あの子が
Yes. I'll make sure to deliver every letter that she writes to you.
私も何かおらなければ。
Mom got to there. Huh?
何がよろしいですか。そうだ、今は花婿さんを探しておられるのでしょう。婚儀のための憲布はいかがです。
This lady got fired up real fast. Holy cow. Huh? I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to ask for anything. I was just so happy to receive it, so... Sarika gazed at the Iroha flower
あ
embroidery.
の子は本当に元気でやっているのですね。
This lady got super excited. Tears shone in her eyes again.
ただ少し離れて暮らすだけですね。
Yep, she just moved out.
ありがとうございます。
Sweet lady.
そう思わせてくださって。
I wanted to change things for the better, no matter how small it was. I still don't know if I had changed anything yet, girl. If you get people can connect with their families again. But at least my deliveries are serving some kind of purpose. Water. Please let me know if I can help in any way. I didn't know that elder sister went to the trouble of helping Yomogi. Saying that it's unexpected would be rude, but her mysterious eyes concealed any emotion came to mind. I guess I'm the only one she's treating coldly. I don't know, she treats you pretty nicely, I think. What am I saying? It sounds like I'm just complaining. Better not dwell on it. I think she's a little jealous because she had a terrible husband, but Byakuya gets to choose whoever she wants to marry. I shouldn't dwell on it. Hi, my adopted child, Asuha. Good morning, Asuha, my child. How are you?
手紙を届けてきた帰り。お疲れ様。
Just want to ruffle his hair. An adorable child. Notice Asuha's cheek was sturdy with shoe polish. Asuha, can you hold still a moment? Let me wipe the polish you have on your face. Oh, the seashell I found earlier got caught on my handkerchief and fell to the ground. Oh, do you like seashells too, Asuha? I don't think he knows what a seashell is. picked up the shell from the grounds.
海に落ちているものなんだよね。海っていっぱい水があるところなんでしょ？
Mizu. I was about to drop my seashell again.
絵本で見たし、
Yeah, he
よす
can't
が
go
た
up
ち
to
に
the
も聞い
surface.
たんだけど、よくわからないんだ。水たまりがすごーく大きくなった感じ？
You can think of it that way, yeah. It wasn't only snow. Asuha had never seen the ocean before either. Well, it's more like 100 puddles. No, it's more like a huge pool of puddles altogether.
ここの川よりもいっぱいなのかな？
Yes. We looked over at the canal running behind the plaza. The canal was an important part of Yomi since it was used for transporting goods. Asuha has never seen waves or even stepped upon the sands. Yes, it's filled with water beyond measure. I wanted to look away as it hurt to hear all this. I also hated myself for thinking that way too.
俺ね、
I shall
いろいろ
adopt
考え
him
るんだ。
and
医者
take him
に
to
な
the
ったら
surface.
一度くらい上に行って海を見られるかな？
I was gripped by a sudden urge to scream. His world was so tiny and enclosed.
おばばが言うんだよ。黄泉の男が医者になんてなれないっ
But
て。
Kuroba is one.
学校にも行けないし、鳥居は抜けられないって。
Said that too. This lady.
でもクロバは慣れたよね。
Exactly. Yes, he sure did.
だよね。なら俺だってなれるかもしれないよね。海だって見られるかもしれないよね。
I'll sneak you out in a bag. Say you're a sack of potatoes. We'll take you out. In all his innocence, he looked at me with a desperate hope. I couldn't let him down. Asuha, why don't you have this? I gave the shell I found to Asuha.
いいの？
Oh, you're so adorable. I'm adopting you. Keep it as a good luck charm. I'm sure you can become a doctor if you study hard enough. And then you can go to the ocean.
お姉ちゃん？
Yes. We'll go searching for seashells together then. Ah. Adorable. You'll become a doctor and see the ocean, I promise.
絶対
This child better not die.
なれる。
I swear if this kid dies, I'll be so angry. I promise. I repeated it slowly. I want it to become reality. I wanted his future to be as bright as possible. In order to make that happen, I need to act now.
ありがとう、お姉ちゃん。俺、今までより
Adorable.
もっともっと頑張るから。この貝殻、宝物にするからね。
Suddenly, something flickered inside me again, and in the blink of an eye, it was gone. What? Memory? A thought? What flickered? What was that? I don't know what it is, but something has been bothering me. Oh, I couldn't seem to muster the courage to go inside. Girl, go see your future husband that everyone knows you're marrying. He's telling everybody. Everyone knows. Let's do it. Yasuga, my husband. Go with it. You may become my husband. I retied my ribbon and walked towards the entrance of the bathhouse. Just go with it. I would be like, yeah, this is my excuse. Yes.
お
Hi.
や、おかえり。
You waiting for me? I'm back.
ちょうどホールも落ち着い
I
た
know
ん
it's
だ。
not the emotion she's saying.
行こう。
Alright. Upon entering the room, he went to brew me a cup of tea. I took a sip of it, then took a deep breath. I think I'm much calmer now. Last night, when I realized I was back on Tenyo Island for the first time in over 10 years, I just broke down. It was something I'm really embarrassed about, and I'm sorry.
僕は君の泣き顔が好きだからいいよ。
Stop flirting, please. I couldn't let his words get to me now. I need to have a heart of steel. Anyway, I do want to do something about that person. But let me ask you something first. I'm not the only reason you're targeting Sakyo, am I? No, I didn't think so. I knew it. I felt a bit relieved. I was glad that I was able to get even a little closer to what he was holding inside him. I know you hate him, but I find it hard to believe the military is the only reason you two don't get along. I don't like it when people hide information from me. Something in his eyes flickered slightly. And if you're going to be my husband, then I want to know more about you.
確かに。相手を知るのは大事だね。
Yes. Of course, I'm not going to force you to share everything, but at least stop trying to deceive me.
君を欺こうなんて、これっぽっちも思っていないよ。
I don't believe that.
ただ、聞いたら君もそれを背負うことになるよ。
Sound just like you did at Shimizu Spring. You know how much I want to learn, don't you?
そうだった。なら、僕の像をぜひ一緒に背負ってほしいな。
Yasuga gave a beautiful smile. I knew this wouldn't end well. Let's do it. Let's jump in. But I still want to know more about him.
あの左京は
I kind of figured.
僕の姉を殺した。かもしれないという状況なんだけどね。
But she didn't want to marry him. Yasuga, this is no time to be smiling. What you said is no joke.
15年前、あの白の際によって死は焼け野原となった。もう誰も生きてはいない。そう分かっていても、僕は生まれ育った家に走らずにはいられなかった。だから真夜中にこっそりランプを持って忍び込んだ。死のあちこちに消し炭のようなムクロが
Hey,
横
clean
た
up the
わってい
bodies?
て、
Ooh.
こんな恐ろしい場所から一刻も早く逃げ出さなければ
Was
と
your
いう
sister
気持ち
still
はあっ
alive?
た。でもやはり僕は家に戻りたかった。生きていないと分かっていてもどうしても会いたかったんだ。僕の姉、両親は白にかかった。それは間違いのない事実だ。でもなぜ両親は医者を呼ばなかった？
Yeah, the whole story's a little fishy. I heard it was because Purple wanted to cure Haku themselves.
姉はベッドの上に横たわっていた。もう肉体とは呼べない姿だったけどね。そしてその姉の顔に美しいハンカチがかぶせてあった。生の色紋が刺繍され、見事な香りが染み込んだ絹のハンカチが。
Wait, what? The insignia of the blue. My skin began to crawl as I sensed something terrible would be revealed next.
それから幼い僕は裏庭に向かった。
But wouldn't the handkerchief have been like destroyed in the fire?
裏庭の大きな柳の木には鱗があってね。僕と姉はそこで手紙のやり取りをして遊ぶことがあった。今にして思えば虫の知らせ。いや、ヒルコ様かアマテラス様のお導きかな。柳の木は幸い焼けずに残っていて、中には短い手紙が入っていた。私は生に殺された。そんな手紙がね。
Yasuga. He opened the canister on his waist. Mother of pearl exterior sparkled eerily. Ah. Okay, so he must have gone in after they died to put the handkerchief on her face then? Carefully wrapped inside the thin paper was Blue's insignia.
そう。
How?
生だ。
But,
そしてこの色紋を刺繍できるのは大阪
okay.
一部の限られたものしかいない。
Okay, but if there was a fire, the silk handkerchief would have gone poof, because that's what clothes do, and that's what silk does. Silk's not fire resistant. So if everything was cleansed with fire, and she was everything burned around her, how is the handkerchief? So the guy must have come in. It feels like a setup to me. Feels like someone else set that up. I mean, Did they know about that? Because they had to have come in after the fire and put it on her face. No? I
色
think
紋は
I
と
don't
ても
know.
大切なものだから、札は皆がつける。
I don't know. This sort plot holes. I need
でも身
closure.
の回りのものに刺繍したり、装身具にしたり、風浪として押したりすることは、
Could have been
長
anyone
とそ
from
の妻、
but why
あ
him
とは一部の
specifically?
要人にしか許されていな
I
い。
have questions. Lots of
そんな性の刺繍のハンカチが、なぜ姉の顔に。君なら、どんな物語を想像する？
The covering of the face after the fire, I feel like, is more of a respectful thing. I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird. I'm weird. I know I'm weird. But it feels like that's more of a respectful thing to cover her face with the pretty blue handkerchief after, you know, that horrific way of burning alive. The thing in the tree, I don't know. I thought carefully for a moment. I tried to come up with something that wasn't as frightening as this. Oh, wait a minute. The letter does say that she was killed. So she knew she was going to be killed. If so, why didn't she run?
そう。僕もそこが納
Ah,
得できない。
mystery. I love mysteries.
もしいたずらでないのなら、これはすでに死を覚悟した手紙だ。
They all must have known that they were going to... Oh, no.
だからこそ思ったんだ。姉はもしかして自ら命を絶ったのではないか。
The handkerchief is still a little...
もしそうなら、両親が亡骸を隠した。正確には手放せなかったのも納得がいく。自殺した者は弔いを受けられない。自死は魂を天に返すことを拒む恐ろしい咎。だから弔い屋が海に流すと聞いている。父と母は哀れな姉をそばに置いておきたかったんじゃないかな。そして横たわった姉の亡骸から白が起こり、父に、そして母に。死の際の直後に生の前長であったアコンが白で死んだ。そして大師がこの天狗島で初めての女長となった。これはすべて偶然だろうか。
Yasuga. Her face flashed into my mind. Her hair the color of the deep sea, her eyes sparkling silently like sapphires. The most beautiful woman on this island. Are you saying that elder sister planned all this? How could she have infected Lord Akon with Haku?
白というのは 一種の菌が引き起こすものでね。
Was the sister having an affair with the whatever?
黒羽に聞いた。医療院には研究用の白の菌が常時保管されているのだと。
A terribly cold voice escaped his cold smile. Wait, you think it was used to...
僕の姉はね、行儀見習いという形で
I think there was an
大
affair
師に
afoot.
仕えていたん
That's
だ。
what I think.
例えば姉は性で何か知ってはならないことを知ってしまい、
I think there was a unwanted affair between X
命を
or whatever. Because the elder sister, Shiron, whatever. She said she was jealous that we could get to choose to pick our own husband, and we could, you know, she obviously didn't love her husband, so he must have had an affair. Yasuga was very calm. I could hear a growing hatred and sorrow in his voice that slowly became unbearable.
だがアコンも含め
Akon.
他殺の可能性も残っている。その場合、大師自らが動くのは目立
I
ちすぎ
think
る。
she found out that they were having an affair and infected both of them.
あの左京は生の出で、ずっと大師の主治医を務めている。医者なら近づいても怪しまれない。姉の死には間違いなくあの二人が関わっているはずだ。
But that would explain how he got Haku. I don't know. Did he get Haku in his eye? So this is where his hatred came from. Now it was a burden I would bear too. That's a scary thought.
だろ。恐ろしい話だ。
I know you're not joking, but what if what you say is true? Have you been holding on to this hatred for them all these years?
難しいな。
Yes, the
そ
answer
の
is yes.
問いは。姉のことだけだったら、このまま胸に秘めておいたかもしれない。このハンカチと手紙があっても、所詮は僕の憶測の域を出ない。悪い妄想であってほしいと何度も考えたりはしたんだよ。実の姉がそんな不幸な死に方をしたなんて誰だって信じたくないだろう。
You're right.
だが今度は君が狙われた。
His eyes were eerie, but with a distinct resolve.
少なくとも左京はもう間違いなく僕の敵だ。一度ならず
But this is all you don't
二度まで
know.
も僕の大事なものを奪い去ろうとしている。
I don't know. He isn't. I don't know. Something about this is suspicious.
やはり彼
I'm not saying he's wrong.
いや
Saying
あの二人を追い詰めるべきだ。
Yasuga.
だから君は何もしなくていいと言ったんだ。
All the strength drained from my body. It was painfully clear that he was concerned about my well-being. Sorry, my brain just whipped. Does he think I can just forget everything he said? Well, he did warn you.
その感情が一体何なのか僕もまだわからない。
No, I could tell you. You're the one who said that yesterday. And now you're saying such sweet words.
君が手を汚す必要はない。
But he would dirty his. Without hesitation, he would even... I don't agree with you. I don't agree with you. I don't agree with what you want to do. Yeah. I'm not trying to say that you're wrong. After Red Calamity, I hated the people on this island too. I understand how it feels to suffer when you've lost those precious to you. What you've told me is just speculation. Exactly. He doesn't actually know if they're involved.
何も今日明日彼らをどうこうしようとは思ってない。
You need to figure out who is actually...
放っておけば君が彼の手に落ちる。
But you don't know if they're actually involved with your sister's death. You're just speculating. You have no evidence. You have no... There's nothing really pointing to them besides a blue handkerchief. There's a ton of people in the blue clan. And just because...
僕は君が心配なんだよ。
I think his sister was pregnant and she didn't... I think there's more to it. He's saying those things again. I think his sister was having an affair with someone. To be honest, I'm happy that you care so much about me, but things have been happening so quickly. Maybe it was just that I was a coward. I kinda, yeah. No matter how much I thought about it, I couldn't make a decision.
とにかくこれで僕が隠していることは何もない。君を信頼してるから全て手の内を明かした。あとは君が何を選ぶかだよ。
But what if it's not them? I see.
もう一度考えてみてほしい。今の自分の状況を、そしてこれから先のこと。
I will. Woo! That was a lot of intensity. If I told him I wanted him to be my husband and that I didn't want him to kill those two, would he accept that? I couldn't believe how selfish I was in thinking so. Well, he doesn't...
ああ、これ本当はタバコ入れなんだ。宝物を隠しておくのにちょうどいいだろう。
still like him. I like his story. It's interesting. Very interesting. So he really did have a special treasure hidden inside there. Proof that he could use Proof that he could use to corner elder sister in socket, but it's just a handkerchief. That's for the blue. I know upper class blue, but there's still a lot of them. Proof. I'm sure elder sister didn't look upon me favorably. You don't know that either. That was no reason for me to agree to the plan Yasuga laid out. I should first investigate things myself. After all, nothing can surprise me now. Yeah, there needs to be more of an investigation. Alright, Melancholy of Purple. Alright, I'm actually going to end things. Ugh. Alright. So I'm gonna end things here. This story is getting a lot more interesting. Still a lot of plot holes. I get where he's coming from, but I don't know why. I mean, he explained everything and it makes sense. But at the same time, it's just speculation. He doesn't know. He's just speculating. Just because his sister was connected to Shira, whatever. I'm getting their names wrong. Shira, the elder sister. I know that they were connected, and I know that her elder sister's husband got it, but I don't think Shira caused it. What I think happened, maybe because my mind's a little twisted. What I think happened, it's probably a terrible theory, and I know, I understand that. I think his sister was having an affair with Akon, or whatever his name is, because Shira at the very beginning in the epilogue, told her girl that she's very lucky because she can at least choose a husband for love, and she won't get stuck with a terrible husband. So that hints that she did not have a good relationship with her husband, and she was kind of forced in that relationship, and she didn't like him. And so maybe he was having an affair with Yasuga's sister, and maybe Sekio had a thing for Yasuga's sister. Sure kind of feels like it. Or maybe I've just, like, read too many dramas. But this is an Otome game, so who knows? That's what I think happened. I think they were having an affair, and that's how he got infected with the Haku and died. And I think the doctor got infected in his eye because he went to see... I think he was the one who put the handkerchief over her face. I think that's what it was. I'm talking like Haku is an STI. But who knows? Because he said he only got it in the eye, which he cured it somehow, obviously. If he just has to cover his eye. I don't think he actually got Haku in his eye. I think she, like, scratched out his eye, and that's why he covers it. But anywho, I'm chatting too much. So I'm thoroughly enjoying this game. I like it. The story's good. Main character's good. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Bye.